day 3 on our adventure. We're getting ready to break camp here at Shira Camp 1, and we're getting ready to move on to Moir Camp, which is actually going to be back over this direction here. And look, we can see Mount Kilimanjaro. We got the sun coming up. It's looking good out there on the horizon. So we're breaking camp now, getting ready to go. It was a bit cold last night. It got down to 32 degrees or 0 Celsius. And how did you sleep?
Not so good, but...
Yep, a little bit of altitude, and I had a little bit of, I felt like food poisoning. I was up a couple times last night. But it's a new day. The adventure continues. Grant's packing up his bags, getting ready to put it on and go. We're leaving our camp behind and we're starting to move out. Heading up. Looks like a good day today.
Yes, a good day. Sun shining out.
Very good day. A lot of sunshine.
The slope of the mountains, the Shira Plateau.
Very good. Back out there in the distance behind us, the plateau. All right, more later. It's about 9 o'clock and we've been moving for just a little over an hour. We've come over 1 kilometer. Back in that direction was where our camp was. We've come out of the moorlands. It's more like a high plateau prairie. There's Kilimanjaro. This is the rescue road that comes in from down below that runs on up towards Shira Camp number 2 in case they need to evacuate somebody off the mountain. Hopefully it won't be this fat old man. And here's another one of our trail markers showing us the way we can go. And on the other side we have 6 more kilometers to go to get to our location. And we're going to watch Grant go in, and we'll film Grant in just a second. Once he gets in there, he'll demonstrate the correct procedures for using the long drop toilet. We've been walking just about 2 hours, and you can see since we left, there's been a lot of cloud buildup over here towards the summit. Out over here, you can see the weather has moved right up along the edge of the caldera of the Shira volcano. It just seems to just hang there like a wall. Have a great view of the valley. You're good? We just passed through what is known as Scott Fisher's camp. If you remember the movie Everest, Scott Fisher was played by Jake Gyllenhaal. When Scott Fisher used to bring climbing expeditions to Kilimanjaro, this is one of the places they would stay. It's no longer used as a campsite, but it is the one that was used by Scott Fisher. And coming up, there's our last push we're going to be making, going up to the left of the rock up there. That's where the trail is that goes into our camp. And there's the valley where we were at last night, and we've been climbing up from. It's quite a ways away. You guys are looking good, poly-poly. Monty's pointing out to our camp, which is actually out there on the hillside. There we go, right out through that area there. This area of trail that we're running along reminds me a lot of Mount Whitney. It's Mount Whitney. It has similar terrain. We have steep drop-offs off to the side. So, and it sure cliffs back up above you. Just hope we have no falling rock today as we keep moving on. We're walking along a trail, and here's one of the natural caves that are along the route we're following. The buffalo like to come up here and graze and get water. And right now we got Pierre who's going to demonstrate how he gets his water and grazes here.
This is Lobelia deceni. Common name they call it giant lobelia. Normally, this is its flower. It can grow, some areas can grow up to 3 meters, but in this height, mostly 1 meter average. When it's younger, normally they close like cabbage when it's very cold, but when heat comes, they open. But when it's a flower like this, it doesn't close.
And this is Moir Camp from a different angle. And back out this way is where we traversed up the gully and the ridge lines to get here. We just did a acclimation climb without packs from our camp, which is back down in the valley there, about 600 feet below us. So we're somewhere around 14,300 feet above sea level now. This is a new personal high for Pierre over here, and you got Grant back over here. He's been at the same height on Mount Rainier, but it's pretty awesome. I'll try and pan. Let's just take a look around the area. We got the low-hanging cloud cover coming in over here. This is back towards the Kibu summit of Kilimanjaro. It's actually snowing over there. We've been hit with rain pelts as we've been walking up. Right now it's pretty wet. Got my rain jacket on. I think we're going to do a little more walking. The real reason why we climbed way up here was so that Amani could make a cell phone call from this height. Yeah, thanks for making the cell phone call. We've just come back from our climb way up on that ridge line there, back to base camp. But what I'll point out to you, right up here, you can see the moon rising up over Kilimanjaro. That's the moon. We'll have a full moon in a couple more days. When we left this morning, we've actually come up over 2,000 feet from where we were below. We actually ascended higher. We may have gotten up to about 2,500 feet before sitting back down, but we're at about 2,000 feet higher than yesterday. When we first got up here, we had encountered a lot of rain, but it's dissipating, and you can actually see the summit of Uhuru Peak up this way. You can see the glaciers up towards the top. This is one of the best views we've seen of it. We're pretty excited. We were out over in this area here earlier. That's where we climbed up in the rain, but back over this way, you can see the top of Kilimanjaro, Kibo. Now people are going to get cleaned up and get ready for dinner. And there's our moon again rising up higher in the sky. We're getting close to being a full moon. So the summit has been exposed to us. It's looking pretty cool. The sun's about to set, and back over this way, up in the sky, there's our moon again. And the Moir Hut Camp is absolutely incredible with the setting sunlight. And there's the clouds. Kilimanjaro has his own weather. Trying to come back up this way once again.
Kulila nyama